Good morning and welcome back to the Fire Burns Within channel. Time for today's review. The brand new Ronnie Atkins album, Make It Count, released almost exactly a year after his previous solo album, One Shot. I've been really looking forward to this album. I really enjoyed his first solo album, and he's not wasted any time in releasing the follow-up exactly a year to the day. Obviously Ronnie, he's been diagnosed with cancer sometime before the first album, so he's very prolific at the moment. He's time is short, so he has to make hay while the going is good. So the new album is 12 tracks long, so I've been listening to it over and over to get myself acquainted with this review. Opening track is called I've Hurt Myself. It's a nice melodic song. I was maybe expecting an edgier opener, a little bit more hard hitting, but it's a decent song. It's a safe song. Track 2 is called Unsung Heroes, another moody, slow tempo rocker, nice lyrics, uplifting chorus. The themes of the album are very uplifting. I mean, Ronnie's predicament is such that he's become quite lyrically, lyrically aware, and writing lyrics in a sense that they become meaningful with life and seizing the moment and living your life to the full. Track 3 is called Rising Tide. This is a killer song. I would have liked this to be the opening track. This is a killer melodic heavy metal track. Nice pace, fantastic vocal melody. Ronnie uses his more gritty voice. This song is about the environment and how humans are treating it. So it's the subject matter is something that's been done a lot recently in various bands, and Ronnie has also gone into this subject. I mean, the subject matter, it's a worthy cause, no doubt, but it's secondary to the music to me. The song has to be good, and it is a killer song. Track 4 is called Remain to Remind Me. A slow-paced semi-ballad, emotional sounding track again. Chorus is sort of simplistic, melodic, nice melodic solo. Not the type of song I gravitate towards. Track 5 is The Tracks We Leave Behind, a chunky mid-tempo riff, thumping bass line. I like this one a lot. Great vocal melody from Ronnie. Reminds me of some older Def Leppard songs, believe it or not. Yes, this Def Leppard. Nice keyboard touches, good emotive lyrics again, as always. Very good track. Track 6 is All I Ask of You. A nice melodic riff starts this one off. Nice tempo and melody. Ronnie sings some nice counterpoint melodic lines in the chorus. Not the best chorus on the album, but I like the song overall. I like the moodier sections in the second half of the song, and the solo is really nice on this one. Track 7 is Grace. This is a slower track, and I've found myself loving this melody. It's really sort of darker, moodier, but the melody is really catchy. Surprised I like that song so much. Track 8 is Let Love Lead the Way. It's finally the first true ballad of the album. Acoustics, crooning. Not my cup of tea as always with most ballads. This one it's okay. It's in the middle of the album. It's not offensive to anybody. It's just a pleasant ballad. Track 9 is Blood Cries Out. A song with blood in the title has to be heavy, right? And this is heavy. This is not a disappointment at all. This is the heaviest song on the album. The riff is chunky and groovy. Ronnie uses his more gritty voice to great effect. The song is full of power. Sounds fantastic when I was listening with headphones. Nice keyboard touches in the background. The This one harks back to the Pretty Maids, the recent Pretty Maids albums that Ronnie did. Track 10 is easier to leave brackets than being left. Return to a slower tempo. I knew we couldn't have two heavy tracks in a row from Ronnie. This is an emotional style semi-ballad. It's done well, but not my favorite style, but passes by pleasantly. The song grows quite well. It's a decent track. Track 11 is called Fallen. Possibly give us one more heavy song, yes, Ronnie? And yes, it's still pretty heavy. It's a thumping great riff. It's got a driving feel. The pre-chorus melody is really catchy. The chorus is really anthemic on this one. I really enjoy Fallen. It's a super cool track. Not quite what I was expecting, but it's a great track. I really love the uplifting feel of this track. The guitar solo is awesome as well. It brings the song nicely to an end. The last track on the album is Make It Count. It was actually one of the earlier singles. It's the title track. Starts off acoustically and reminds me of a Eurovision style ballad. The melody is sort of super European sounding with piano and moody strings and so on. And then an anthemic chorus with a great keyboard backing. This is an interesting song. The lyrics are super uplifting. The song builds well and goes into a very uplifting, surprising rocking section towards the end. The guitar solo is excellent. This is an emotional end to the album, and obviously lyrically, like I've said throughout the album, it builds on positivity. Make it count. You've got so much time on this earth, only so much time on this earth. So this is the situation in Ronnie's life, and it's plain to see on this album that he really feels it, that you have to make your best of your time on this earth. Overall thoughts on this album: this is pretty much a straight ahead follow up to One Shot, the previous album. It just continues where that one left off. I rated One Shot 8.5 out of 10. I think this album is slightly below that. I would rate it around 7.5, but as a rating, I'm going to be generous. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I think it's a really good album. Maybe One Shot had a few bigger hits than Make It Count. But if you enjoyed One Shot, you're going to enjoy Make It Count as well. All the best to Ronnie in his continuing fight against his disease. And I'm looking forward to the new Nordic Union album, which I've heard is in the works. I was reading a post on Facebook on Frontiers, and they mentioned that Nordic Union will release this summer, which is great, as I love that project. Okay, this was right up my alley. Stay tuned.